According to New Orleans' top prosecutor, the city's electronic monitoring program is in urgent need of legitimate oversight and reform.
The state and local leaders are calling for major changes after a French Quarter tour guide was allegedly killed by a 15-year-old who was supposedly on an ankle monitor. Paul Murphy reports.
District Attorney Jason Williams is once again sounding the alarm on what he's called the deplorable state of juvenile electronic monitoring in New Orleans.
It became very clear that the courts and the juvenile courts were sending young people out with monitors that the juveniles knew were not being looked at in real time.
In June, French Quarter tour guide Christy Thibodeau was allegedly shot and killed on St. Peter Street by a 15-year-old. He was placed on an ankle monitor for a previous offense. Williams says he's been working with Attorney General Liz Murrow, State Office of Juvenile Justice, and City Council President Helena Moreno on a new monitoring program.
The gist would be mandatory real-time monitoring. The gist would also need to include sharing of that information with the DA's office, right? So that we are getting those reports, and those reports just aren't going to a file somewhere.
The program would require juvenile court judges to read any violations or non-compliance issues in open court and make sure they're dealt with. Someone would also be dedicated to picking up the juvenile if the device is tampered with or removed. Council President Moreno says the city would use about $2 million in unspent federal funds to pay for a pilot program. It would provide real-time monitoring for up to 200 juvenile offenders in the city.
Preliminary, but plans are underway because, this is something that's long overdue. We know it. And the problem has just been exacerbated over the years with inaction.
In the meantime, Attorney General Murrow has ordered the Louisiana Department of Justice to open an investigation into the ankle monitoring contracts with the juvenile court system in New Orleans. Paul Murphy, WWL, Louisiana.
Orleans juvenile court judges are also involved in crafting the new electronic monitoring program.